Hey folks, in this video I want to show you a old Toys R Us exclusive item. At least I'm pretty sure it was Toys R Us exclusive, and that's where I would have got it several years ago. And I probably bought this probably within a year or two of when they were about to close all of their stores in the United States. So I've had this in storage for a few years, but now it's time to open it up and take a look at it. But this particular one is the Fast Lane Rescue Station. And it's this wasn't the only variation of this exact set. I think they had like a, it might have been the same set, but it had, different colors at least. And there have been several variations of this style set that are, not exactly this, but very similar to this, whether they're by Fast Lane or other brands out there. So, it's kind of just a pretty standard kind of design. You got an elevator, and then it kind of sends you down a ramp here, and then you got another kind of like emergency ramp here. You've got looks like a fire station and police station down at the bottom here. So kind of a lot of different little centers, if you will, on this set. So, and all rescue themed. It comes with 4 cars, or technically 3 cars and 1 helicopter. Has some electronic features. I don't know if this will still work because it's been in storage. Might have to replace the batteries, but let's try it. Well, it looks like it still works, but it's very quiet. So I don't know if that's normal or if the batteries are close to dying. But anyways, yeah, it does make noise and makes some lights and stuff there. So anyways, let's take a good look around the box. And then on the back here, maybe I'll zoom in just a little bit. You can see that it does have the Toys R Us logo here, so I'm sure that this was, a Toys R Us exclusive. Otherwise, you got a few thumbnails here. Elevator, you got a secret ramp, you got some garages and electronic sounds. And that's kind of the basics of it. So basically, at this point, may as well go ahead and open it up, and we'll see what we've got inside here. Let's see, I'm going to zoom out here so that you can see this a little bit better. A ramp there. Let's see. I'll try to pull these cars out first. So there's those. And then we've got all kinds of other pieces. And this one might have a tray. Bit of a tray, which is good. Keep things a little bit more organized in there. And that is everything else that's in the box. So some larger pieces in here. I'll just kind of dump those out a little bit. Let's see here. Got a few cardboard pieces. I'm not exactly sure what all of these are for. I'm sure they go somewhere. Let's see. I guess I can see where one of them goes right here. I'm not sure where these other ones go. They might go back in the back of these two garages there. We'll find out. Look at that. That's a lot of stickers. That's going to be probably at least a little bit tedious to get all those on, but nevertheless, that'll be something to do. Got instruction manual here. Let's see here. So, yeah, it shows you where to put all the stickers and how to assemble it. So it's kind of, a lot of, decent amount of assembly required. Let's see, it has another picture of where all the stickers go there, too. So, I think all these numbers on here are for the stickers as well. But in any case, it just shows you how to put everything together. So there is all the parts, and then there is a little, or not a little, but a larger bag of smaller parts in here as well. So, all kinds of smaller things, garage doors, so it looks like, just all kinds of every little thing. So, dump all that out, and I'm going to go ahead and put this together, and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, folks, so first things first, let me show you the 4 cars included. We've got the helicopter here, and yeah, there's a look at that. Nothing too fancy about it, but looks pretty nice. And we've got one regular style of car here. In other words, one non-emergency type vehicle. So there's a look at that. Then we've got a fire truck. And the quality of these is just kind of, it's okay. It's definitely not Hot Wheels or Matchbox, but it'll do the job. A little cheaper feeling, but police car last here. So there's a good look at that. And the ladder on the fire truck is kind of movable. I think you can kind of pull this up and move it up and down and stuff. So that's not too bad, and you can kind of just snap it back in place there. But with that all said, here is what the set looks like with all the stickers on and everything. The stickers were a little bit tedious, but was able to get them on. I think, it would be nice if the instructions kind of showed you where to put the stickers as you were setting it up, but actually the numbers on the instructions were for each of the pieces and not the stickers, so it was that last page that showed you where to put the stickers. And anyways, yeah, but anyway, this is what the set looks like, and it's not a bad set. It looks just like it should on the box, so got no complaints so far, but we're going to try it out. So first we'll try the helicopter here. Bring the helicopter up to the helipad. We'll just kind of park that there where it's supposed to be. And then let's see, I don't know, we'll just start on the bottom here, I guess. Why not? We've got a couple garage doors for these storage sections for the fire truck and the police car. And the doors kind of open and you can store them inside like that if you want to kind of keep them semi-permanently open. Drive your cars in, just like that. And they park in there. Plenty of room in there for them to park. So that's a good thing. And some more of those electronic sounds. So we got to try some of the other features here. So I guess we'll just take the regular car over to the elevator over here. And the elevator stops at the kind of this, what you can call sort of a main level here. But then you can also bring it up to the, I guess, third level where it will come down the spiral ramp. And then down here. So we'll try that first. Keep all the ladders down, and, well, let's just bring the car up. It is nice that it does that. It kind of lifts when it gets to the top. And the elevator is a little... It's got a lot of friction with it, but it moves smoothly enough, so that's good. Let's try sending this down the ramp. All right, not a ton of power, but that's okay. Alright, so there's that. Let's maybe try one more time, going all the way without any of the ladders. Okay, that worked pretty smooth. I like that. So next, we'll try driving up to just the second floor and see what there is to do around here. So a lot of little parking areas, which is pretty good. You can kind of close the ladder and park a car right here if you want. You could maybe kind of be creative and park someone there, whatever. If you go over here, you can see the gas pump. There is a little gas pump back there. You can kind of back in and pretend you're pumping some gas. So that's kind of neat. And then over here, this is the little secret escape drop-down thing. Not exactly sure if you're supposed to, where exactly you're supposed to have the car for that, but I guess pulling it all the way back, why not? To give it the most speed, and let's give that a try. So, had a little trouble getting through that. Let's try that again. Worked a little better that time. Just a little tight connecting that. I wonder if I just keep it a little loose, if that'll make it better. I guess not exactly. Let's just try with keeping the door open. a little better if you keep the door open, it looks like. So let's take some of these emergency vehicles out. So first thing, we can take the fire truck and go over here. It's got a little fire hydrant here, it looks like. And this kind of comes out like that. So a little parking place there. And same with the police car. You can pull that one out, and this one has its own little station over here as well. You can go like this, and you know, both of these ramps kind of lift up a little bit. So I guess this is kind of supposed to be like a, you know, hidden police car behind the barrier sort of thing, perhaps. And then there we go. So you can kind of pretend like, I don't know, this guy's the bad guy, and well, the police car is hiding there. And now he's under arrest or something like that. So, yeah, that's kind of a quick little overview of all the features. I think there's enough features to have some fun with this. Let's maybe try the emergency vehicles on some of these features over here to just to kind of wrap things up. That works very nicely. Then maybe we'll try the police car going down this secret exit here. And actually, let's do this. We'll, why don't we go all the way to the top? So we'll stop there. We can bring them back here. Yeah, it's kind of better if you just keep the doors open, I guess. So there's that. It kind of looks like, actually, you could almost do a 2-in-1 on this. You put a car in the back. Let's see, that's really hard to do. It's hard to get this to actually, like, stay shut, but I don't know. If you put a car back here and then a car here, you could almost do like a 2-in-1. Just like that. So, anyways, not a terrible set. The quality isn't as good as, say, Hot Wheels or Matchbox or other things, but it's not bad. All the features work as they should, and it's a fun little set. So, anyways, folks, there it was, the rescue station from Fastlane. I think that'll be it. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one.